Governor Greg Abbott is once again signaling his support for bail reform.
It follows outrage after a judge originally set a bond for the man accused of killing a Nassau Bay police sergeant.
He is now being held without bond on a charge of capital murder. KXAN's Steffi Lee looks at what bail reform could look like.
21-year-old Tavares Dwayne Henderson was arrested after allegedly running down Nassau Bay Police Sergeant Kayla Sullivan. A judge initially set his bond at $150,000 before it was revoked when his charge was upgraded to capital murder. Governor Greg Abbott said on Twitter there should be no bail in these situations, and he also plans to propose this law next session.
The law already allows for people who are charged with capital murder to be held without bond. The law allows for people who are accused of a felony while they're out on bond for another felony to be held without bond. And there's a number of other circumstances where someone might be held without bond.
Instead, Mary Mergler with Texas Appleseed says the biggest issue with the state's bail system is wealth often determines outcome.
Someone who is dangerous but has enough money to afford their bail will be released from jail pre-trial. On the other hand, someone who is low risk and poses no threat to public safety, but who has no money for bail is going to be held in jail until their trial.
We just do one thing well, that is to get people out of jail and get them to come to court.
Ken Good, who represents the bail industry, says the ultimate goal should be accountability.
Always helps for the judges to have more information to know someone's criminal history when they're sitting bail.
There's no specific proposal over what Governor Abbott is showing support for, but he plans to work with lawmakers over the next year before they meet again in 2021. Steffi Lee, KXAN News.
One of the bail reform bills that didn't pass last session would have required judges to review a defendant's criminal history and use a standardized formula to determine a suspect's threat level when setting a bail amount. Even though it passed the House, it never made it through the Senate.